My bad, Shalom. I got a part one at the beginning of the part I accidentally pushed out. We're just gonna continue from there. I'll just put it all together. But we gonna get that. Come on. Fucking stupid ass thing, bro. This shit getting on my nerves. Give me one moment. How when I pay my bill? Hurry up, stupid tablet, old tablet. I gotta get me a new one. I want to put my iPhone tablet on so I can, do what I need to do off there, but that shit might cost. So I gotta see, cause iPhones and all of this be costing money. But it's like they said, set a king over us. So now you got this wicked king over you, and like the Most High said, um, um, they asked for a covering, but not the covering of my spirit. Right now, this is the just rewards of what we ask for as a people. This is what we got to deal with: a wicked and a cruel and a prejudiced king that is tyrannizing us, wanting to kill us and to destroy us. And this is what we ask for. As a whole people. Because the Israelites are. We are all connected as a people. Come on, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this shit? I shouldn't have to connect to nothing. This is connected to my phone. No, mobile network. What's wrong with it? I don't know. This thing be acting crazy, man, sometimes. Yeah, turn it on. Shit irritating me right now. I can't even do what I want to do with this thing. What the hell is wrong with it? Yeah, bitch. Hang on, give me 1 second. I really want to get this. And it says, this is Samuel, first book of Samuel, 8, chapter 8, verse 5. It says, where the Israelites are asking the prophet Samuel to make a king. Wait. It says, Samuel 8, chapter, King James Version. It says, nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, nay, but we will have a king over us. So, Samuel chapter 8, verse 5. It says, according to King James Version of the Bible, the phrase "set a king over us" is found in first book of Samuel, chapter 8, verse 5, where the Israelites are asking the prophet Samuel to make us a king to judge us like all the nations, essentially demanding a human king to rule over them rather than rather than God acts their king. So right there is the point. Y'all asked for the wicked king to be over you, like you did, and many other times of the generations in ancient times and now you got to deal with it. Now you got this wicked ass king that's treating y'all like garbage and doing all kinds of tyranny to our people and turning them against each other. So that was one of the sorry to lose track, but that was one of the issues right there, and with the Mexicans and the blacks, um, is that you guys are not even enemies. This is the confusion that's among our people, and the Mexicans, they are such in a wickedness to mingling with the seed of the white people that they feel like they are above us as a people when they are the same, So that right there is kind of aching me, because at the end of the day, we all the same. We all are Israelites. That's why they're trying to split us up now. So when they start the killing and all that, and they start these laws and stuff, we will not stand up as a people and overthrow them. It's a divide and conquer strategy that's fucking nothing new in the design of how white people strategize. If we scatter up, we won't revolt. It's so few of us. If we together, we can revolt and overthrow this kingdom, But right now, that isn't time for that. It's just time to repent and turn to Yahweh, return to the Lord, and know the truth of why things are happening. But, I just wanted to point that out because that was pretty selfish of them to say something like that. Like, okay, so if you feel like that, then why aren't you attacking the enemy? Why aren't you going after, the people that did this to you? And a lot of the Mexicans that know the truth, they know that. Like, okay, the blacks aren't our enemies. This white man is the enemy. We needn't go up against them, and we need to team up together. Because they are our brothers too. It's a lot of Mexicans that know that, but it's a lot more of them that don't know that, and they treat us with segregation, and I felt like that wasn't right. We got we already know about Ukraine. The other thing is what's going on is the Israelites, the Israel situation with Netanyahu right now. The nations want to apprehend him and take him into jail and stop the war and the genocide that's going on out there. And they actually, if he gets taken to jail, he can get executed for the things that he done because they're war crimes and genocide among his people or whatever. And in order for him to stay in power, he has to keep going to war and probably ignite World War III because, part of the Bible, that's what they said it would happen. World War III would might most likely start, hit its, come out, blow up when Iran exchanged missiles with Israel, and America just threatened NATO and the other countries not to apprehend or to stop Netanyahu, allowing him to continue his tyranny. Now the nations is looking at America like they want to get rid of America and they want to stop their tyranny. And America threatened to sanction the other countries if they interfere with Netanyahu and his genocide with his people and his conquest to take over probably Iran, Syria, to get rid of the Palestinians in Gaza, but at the same time, it's not really for us to concern because it's Bible prophecy. Right now, Bible prophecy is also at a high time rate of revealing itself because the people are starting to figure out that those people ain't the people of the Lord. The real people of the Lord is scattered around the world, A bulk of us is American, and we are the descendants of the Israelites. And that's another thing with being strong as a man is knowing the truth and knowing what's going on, because I see a lot of brothers that's running from the truth and denying it, rather than accepting it and changing their ways and coming back to Yahweh. So, that's a big problem. They want to do what they want. They want to stay in their wickedness. You know, they want people to still be around them, people to still care for them. That's not what it's about. Sometimes the Lord isolates you to make you His own. That's what the Lord will do. He will isolate you to make you His own. You know, and and build you up to make you strong. So we could get some of that in Proverbs. Or Psalms too. Psalms is good. It says Psalm 65. It says, praise, praise waited for thee, O Yahweh, in Zion. It says, and unto thee the vow be performed. It says, O thou that hearest prayer, unto thee shall all flesh come. It says, iniquities prevail against thee, as for our transgressions, thou shalt purge them away. That's right. So if you go back to the Lord and you embrace the new covenant, all your sins will be acquitted, clean, and all your sins will be gone, and you do the best that you can to minimize those sins and turn back to Yahweh, turn back to the Lord. So it says, iniquities prevail against thee, as for our transgressions, thou shalt purge them away. It says, blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causest to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. It says, we shall be satisfied with goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. It says, by terrible things and righteousness wilt thou answer us, O God of our salvation, who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth, and of them that are afar off upon the sea. It says, which by his strength setteth fast for the mountains, be girded with power. It says, which stilleth the noise of the seas, the noise of their waves, and the tumult of the people. So that is symbolizing that at any moment, if Yahweh wanted to, He has control over everything, He got control over everything, man. He literally does. And that, right there, it tells you, that any moment He could stop all of this. At any moment He can get rid of the tyranny. He can get rid of our enemies at any moment. But right now we got to go through prophecy, and this is not what I was looking for, but oh well, we got to go through prophecy. We got to go through these things because we sinned against Yahweh. So the Lord continues His punishment on us. Nah, this is way too far. I hate holding this camera. I need to get a camera stand in this ghetto. Somebody could just take my phone. I'd rather hold it, but damn, I need something. We can get some of this advice right here in Proverbs for men. So it says, chapter 12, it says, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. That's right. So you see a lot of the our brothers, the wicked 2/3 that's into gang mentality. They carnal minded. They into money. They into different knowledges and different worships. Anything but Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So they all they seem to be aggressive. They whether they be into drugs, aggressive, wicked, violent. You know, and they know the truth, but they don't want to come near to it, and they know what they got to do to make themselves right, but they don't want to. So due to the system, a lot of these men are very they simps. They femboys, as what they call it nowadays. Femboys, a feminist boy or a feminist man. That very emotional and very sensitive, and just like women, telling them the truth can make them angry. You know. So it says, a good man obtain a favor of Yahweh, but a man of the wicked, of wicked devices, will he condemn. So if you don't listen to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you don't embrace him, and you don't accept perfection, you don't accept order, then your life will get harder. And it's a lot of brothers that are, they in wickedness, and they feel like they're coming up, but it's not making them any better. It's actually making their life a lot worse. And they go through a lot more suffering. And the brothers that do go through a lot of suffering, it actually makes them stronger, and it makes them better. They become better because Yahweh allows them to. We all go through the struggle. We all suffer, but it all depends on whether it makes you or break you. It can make you or break you if Yahweh wills it. And most of the time, the wicked, they don't get far, and it don't make them better. In their mind, they think that it makes them better. It's like a person that smokes tobacco. They get the buzz, they get the high, they feel like it's releasing their stresses, but deep down inside, it's constricting their lungs, and toxin is being put in the body, and addiction and nicotine is destroying the body, and it's not making them any better. It's actually making them worse. And over time, they generate cancer. Sometimes bones may decay, your skin can decay, off certain ways you take it or your use of it, and they don't make you no better. It can actually harm you. So it says a man shall not be established. It says a virtuous woman is a crown of her husband, but she that maketh of shame is a rottenness in his bones. That's right. So that one is for the women, even though I'm mostly concentrated on the brothers. For you women, that makes a lot of sense. So it says a woman is a crown to her husband, but she that shame is a rottenness to his bones. And it's a lot of women that's doing a lot of harm to men instead of good, and they causing a lot of men to whether go crazy or to become aggressive, or the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And they become feminized, and they dress like women, and they become like women, and they want to be a woman. It's a lot of men that do that, but it's women. It's not a lot of them, but it is women that still love men, and they love them, with a passion and respect, and they set them men up, and it does make a man look good to have a good woman on his side. But that's if Yahweh blesses you with that kind of woman. With a woman that accepts everything from you, whether she feel like you cheated on her, or whether she feel like y'all going through a lot of shit and you broke, she was still there, and she loved you unconditionally, and she cared about you, and everything that you told her, she believes that's right in her eyes. So women like that's in it for the long haul is the ones that I got respect for, that love they men. Yeah. As for that right there, I ain't gonna dig too much deep in that because I'm really concentrated on the men. So it says the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. Is that plain? Is that simple? Is that plain? Is that simple? You got carnal-minded thoughts, so there ain't nothing wrong with that. But, your thoughts and your actions are weighed in the eyes of Yahweh. So, it's good to help. It's good to look out for people. That is what he's talking about, is the thoughts of the righteous are right. You're doing the right thing. You're doing what you got to do. Even though you might not like it, you got that goodness in yourself to choose the right way rather than the wrong way. Now, the counsels of the wicked, which is whether the 2/3, it's talking about 2/3, and it's talking about the wicked. They have the power to do right, in their hands, but they still choose wickedness. And they got, like, it's like saying you got the money to take care of your family, but you choose to withhold it and put it in your own pocket, and you deny helping them pay the bills. You deny taking care of them, and you use your money for your own pleasures and for your own gain. You're not thinking right. That's wrong. And there's a lot of brothers that do that. Instead of a brother taking care of the baby that he created with his girlfriend, he would rather abandon that child and go be with a new woman. And he has money, and he has a job, and he has all the components that he needs to take care of his child. But because the woman is in disagreement with the man, he allows the child to suffer in that cause, you know? And some cases, some women be down, but they choose the wrong men, and these wrong men are to be found out as to be wicked men, and they abandon both of them and treat them like garbage. This is an evil world. It's an evil ass world, and these women, they keep choosing these wicked men, and they keep doing the same thing to them. But like I said, these men think wickedly. So he don't take care of the child, or he don't take care of the woman, and it's in his power to do it. He can do it if he wants to, but he doesn't. So it says, the words of the wicked are to lie and wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. So it says the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. So in a sense, the wicked people that actually fall into their own trap in this precept. And the truth is a person that can see it, and they obvious, they can set you free by telling you the truth. But the wicked, well, actually it says the words of the wicked are to lie and wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. So I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not going to explain that one. Sorry about that. Sometimes these parables need better prophets or better people that know more to break them down. So I skipped that. It says the wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. Like I said, the wicked only got so long to do wrong. They only got so long to do bad. And then on top of that, it's not for their gain. It's not making them any better. And all that happens is for them to fall. And the wicked, the righteous of us are enduring, and the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai teaches us also to be long suffering. So no matter what we go through, no matter the shit that we go through our trials and tribulations, and we still come out. We still come out. We still keep pushing. For a lot of men, no matter what you go through, you trust in Yahweh, you trust in the Lord, and you'll be able to persevere, to endure more, to last longer. And a lot of the wicked, they don't last long, and they end up falling off while you keep going. And that's what you're gonna need in these days ahead, is that spiritual endurance for you to keep going, bro. While others fall to the wayside, you still stand. It's that simple. So it says, a man shall be condemned according to his wisdom, but a man shall be commended, according to his wisdom, but he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. That's right. So your works are going to show. It's going to match up with your actions at the end of the day. And they're going to line. But for a man, his sign is going to be a sign of wickedness in his actions, and his words are going to show it also. So that's not the way you want to live. That's not the way you want to go. But that's what men do. And then they want to stand before people and make it seem like they right. So now this is what a lot of people will do. And this is real time. They will agree with you, clap their hands to you, tell you certain things to encourage you. But at the same time, they know in their heart that you wrong, that you ain't shit, and they keep that to themselves, but they know exactly what to do to avoid you. It's called agreeing with the adversary, so you could get out of their way. Sometimes it's rather to agree with your enemy to get out their way than to disagree and then suffer conflict, you know. So it says, he that is despised and hath a servant is better than he that honoreth himself and lacketh bread. Well, that one is another parable that I cannot break down. Need another certain things that are locked to me. I ain't gonna lie, I can't break down everything. I can only break down the basic easy ones. And some things I do understand, but sometimes precepts be locked and it needs stronger prophets to understand it, because sometimes the words be tricky. I know a couple of them, but I don't want to explain something that I don't know, you know, so I'm going to leave it at that. So it says the wicked are overthrown and are not. It says, but the house of the righteous shall stand. That's right. Over time, people that do bad, they don't last long, like I said. It might seem like it, but in time the Lord will put that spirit of forgetfulness on your mind, and you'll forget about them. And then one day out of nowhere, you'll hear of a great fall, and you'll be like, oh, the Lord finally caught up to you. And that's how it be. And that's how it's going to be for the white man in his empire, you know. But, I mean, you're going to be here to see all of that. You're going to remember this one going to be remembered, you know. So that one going to be remembered. But over time, we're going to forget about him, you know. And those of us that do pass away in this life and we come back, you know, we're going to forget. That's a form of forgetting about him. It's no longer going to be in our minds or important. But we will hear about it in the kingdom, you know. We will hear about it and be like, oh, he finally fell off. So according to this and that and this and that, it was time for his ass to go, you know. And we going to move on with our life. And this man is going to perish and he going to suffer in his life. So it says, a righteous man hath regarded the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. That one is different too. See, another parable that I can't break down. Strange. Very dark. It says, a righteous man regardeth the way. It says, he that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. So that's a version of knowledge, you know. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with knowledge. It says, or bread. It says, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. So sometimes the Lord may put people around you, and you think because the way they carry themselves and the way they handle themselves that they somebody to look up to, somebody to admire, you know, people that they probably might be good at getting money, or, you know, coming up on cars, or the way they handle business, or even in violence, how they fight. Have a good day. Thank you. But when it comes down to it, these people are not the ones that you should look up to. These people are actually the ones that would lead you to damnation and lead you to destruction. And like I said, to void, to darkness and unknowing, you know. And these people, you look out for, you know. Like I said, he that tilleth the ground. So it's imperative that you know this kind of knowledge. Like it says, the Lord says, lean not on men for understanding. Don't lean on men for understanding. Lean on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, in the name Yahushai, for that understanding, and you will have it, you know. But don't lean on men. Don't admire men for their understanding, you know. Be careful of that, because I used to look up to brothers, you know, that I thought was cool, you know, in the field of getting money. You know, they getting cars, they getting the women that love them, that they down and shit. And I thought me and him had some sort of kinsmanship, you know, or some friendship. And come to find out, you know, he was only trying to scam me, trying to use me for what I got. And on top of that, he was jealous of me because of my appearance and my perseverance of getting money in my own way. Sometimes you could be lowly and it still be something special about you that people see, you know. It still be something strange about you that people notice and they don't like. You know, people be having spirits in them, you know, and sometimes people got that sense to know what is good, you know, and they see the light in you. And sometimes, even if it's a little light that Yahweh blessed you with or a talent the Lord blessed you with, they want to squander it before it brighten up. So you got to look out for people like that that will try to do stuff like that. And it's a lot of men that do that, a lot of older men too, that instead of building you up, they want to pull you down because they don't want to see anybody that is better than them and doing better than them. And it's a lot of them like that, whether it be in appearance, whether it be money wise, or you are known as a slick player and getting women. It arouses jealousy, and most of the time it can be either or, but I have seen that in a lot of men and a lot of older men, you know, but it could be either or, younger or older, you know. So it says the wicked desire the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yielded fruit. Hmm. The wicked desire the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yielded fruit. That's a different one. I can't break that one down. It says, the wicked is snared by the transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. Yes, that is true. The righteous find reward from the Lord. They find solace in Yahweh when you turn to him. Turn to him. But the wicked, you know, they will be snared by the works of their own doings and led to their own devices. While you happen to survive your ordeal, sometimes your enemies won't survive their ordeals, you know, because they find themselves in the midst of judgment. And that's a scary thing for you to be unaware that Yahweh is judging you, you know, that the Lord is judging you, you know. At least have the wisdom and knowledge, understanding, and know why you've been put into the situation and know why that you're suffering and if you've done a certain wrong. You know, it says, who is he that perisheth that be innocent? It says none of us are innocent in the Bible. None of us. We've all done something in our past lives that angered the Lord. We've all done something wrong in the sight of Yahweh and wronged the Lord, you know. So even those of us that are righteous get chastised. It says the Lord chastised the ones that he loved, you know. And most of the time, those of us that love him, we get chastised the most. And it's a form of building us up rather than punishing us, is to build us up, you know. So with that being said, you know, and sometimes if you're being punished and you're going through a lot, that means Yahweh is keeping his eyes on you. And it's not even a form of being punished sometimes. It's in the form of building you up. Like I said, don't be weak. Don't be no simp. And like, okay, so I got a little something from the precept before. It says the desire of the net is of evil men, but the root of the righteous yielded fruit. And that is the root. The root of the righteous yielding fruit is, you know, you having it in the long run. You know, you're gonna have your blessings in the long run. You know, evil men, they get it right there on the spot. You know, but the righteous, they wait. It take time. You know, it take growth and care. And when the season comes to where it's time to harvest, you yield the biggest fruits of your blessings. You know, and that comes from the Lord. Sometimes those of us that are righteous, we wait from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai to give us what we need in our accordant time, you know. But the wicked, they demand it on the spot, and Yahweh give it to them right away, you know. And for those of us that are good, sometimes we gotta wait, you know. And it's good like that, because when you wait on things and you go through stuff and you gotta take care of certain things, you are actually more considerate when you get your blessings than others, you know. So sometimes it's not good to get blessings on the spot. No. Sometimes it's good to wait for the Lord to give you what you need. because it will humble you in your experience, and you will take care of the blessing that the Lord give you rather than use it and dispose of it, because that's what a lot of the wicked men do. They don't acknowledge the things that Yahweh do, and whatever they get from the Lord is on demand, on the spot, and the Lord give it to them, and they use it and they discard it, or sometimes the Lord will give it to them to watch them destroy themselves. That happens to a lot of the wicked. So it says, a man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his month. There it go. That, hey, I didn't even know that was coming. But like I said, when the time comes, at a point in time for you to harvest the blessings that the Lord given you, you done waited a while, because a month can vary in the Bible to years. It can vary to a couple of days. It can vary to a certain season. But you waited, and it took time, and you took patience and a lot of work for you to yield the fruits of your labor. It's the same thing with Yahweh Shem Yahushai on how he trying to find, on how the chosen is going to be revealed, and how the Lord is going to give them powerful blessings. They went through a lot. They waited for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They stood their ground. They went to the highways and byways and did what they did. They girded their loins. They became stronger within the knowledge. And when the time came, they got their blessings that they deserved, but it took them a long time, a long journey, a long road to get there. And the whole point about it is that, in a weird way, the Lord wants you to enjoy the enjoy the journey rather than the destination. Sometimes you gotta go through shit, and you going through stuff was more beneficial than the destination. Because what's the point of you getting to your destination and you have not went through anything? What's the point of that? Sometimes you going through, and it's called an adventure. Sometimes you going through a lot of shit and you dealing with a lot of stuff is a part of building your character, building your manhood. So when you get to your destination, you exactly where you need to be as a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. In the eyes of the Lord, this is what I wanted you to be. This is all your footsteps led up to this. This is your destiny to be this way, because you don't want to see the reward of the wicked that do not build character or build strength or build any kind of knowledge or wisdom on their journey. They don't get nothing when they get to the destination. They don't get shit. And plus they skipped and they realized what they missed during the journey. All of those blessings, the blessing of suffering, the blessing of focus, the blessing of knowledge, the blessing of love, the blessing of hate. All of that shit matters during your life's journey. Those are all kinds of blessings. And that's what a lot of these weak men, a lot of these simp men don't understand that's going on with them. Why am I suffering? They break down like women and cry and they scream and they kick and they being temper tantrum like a fucking bitch. But at the end of the day, they don't realize that they suffering is one of the blessings of the Lord. You don't want a life of comfortability 24/7. That make you weak, that make you soft. You don't want that kind of life. What you need is the life of a soldier. You need the life of a child that's going through something, that's going through a lot of trouble sometimes. And like I said, during these destinations, it can make you or break you, but that's what a lot of wicked men don't want. They don't want to suffer. They don't want to go through no problems. They don't want to have to figure out no ordeals. And this turn, you don't want to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for any kind of resting place, for any kind of help. This is what wicked men do. This is how a lot of wicked men are very weak and very simplistic in their life and very feminine. So we could get some more. Sorry for my coughing. It says, a fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. So sometimes when you find yourself in a situation to where you feel like you need to fight or you need to stand up for somebody, sometimes it's good to think about it and to avoid it. Like I say, pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a great fall. You know, that does happen. Your pride can get to you and can get you in a lot of trouble. But a lot of men, a lot of wicked men that don't know knowledge, they don't know the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they are the ones that are quick to get into fights, quick to get into trouble, you know, quick to defend themselves. It's very emotional men, very simplistic men. They didn't have, they didn't even allow Yahweh to come into their life to give him that backbone that they need, that sense of manhood, that sense of strength. The truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is that he is a man, you know. The Lord is a man. And for men, we got to go through a lot, you know. But for a lot of men, they don't want to go through nothing. They don't want to suffer. That allows them to be emotional and to be sensitive to a lot of things that they experience. And this could be a case of having a single mom raise you without a father, you know, or a wicked father in your life that's squandering every moment that's given to you. But the sad part about a lot of men is that they grow up and they carry this on with them. The whole purpose in our generational curses of our family, you know, is to do different. Is to break the cycle, you know. We can't break the curses, but we can break the cycle. This syndrome, this habit of doing things can be broken. And you can be different from what your family and your parents were doing. You could do it differently. You don't have to do it the same. But it's a lot of brothers and sisters that don't know that. They don't know that, you know. And so they grow up blaming their parents and blaming their family and blaming their people for the things that they've done and for the things that they continue to do, rather than letting it go and growing up and being your own person and abandoning their ways and their traditions and following your own path, mainly going back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, turning to the Lord for guidance, because the Lord is the first stage of your order, you know, especially for men. The Lord is the first stage of your order, man. You got the mind, you got the body, and you got the spirit, you know. And it's the same thing. You got the Lord, you got Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you got Yahushai, then it got you, and then you got the man, you got the woman. It's an order to all this. The Lord will start putting you in order when you turn to him. And so from thinking like everybody else, you begin to grow and to become self-aware and to create your individuality through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and it separates you and makes you different from the rest of them, you know. That's what the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai makes you different from the rest of them. You start to act different. You start to think different. You start to feel a lot better. You don't feel like you're alone. You don't feel like you left out, you know. There's different characteristics that you start picking up, you know. You stop doing the same habits. Like, you know, like a parent that smoke weed, the child don't smoke weed. You start breaking them habits. Like, no, I'm not going to smoke no more, you know. I'm going to change my habits. I'm going to start getting into more sports, getting my body together, you know. Different habits, making yourself better. I don't want to eat like that. I'm going to try my best to eat a little bit better, rather than being a glutton like my parents, you know. Having this big ass fat belly and don't want to do nothing about it, don't want to get up, don't want to work out, you know, don't want to take care of yourself, you know. They pass that on to their kids too. Fat father, fat dad, fat son, you know. You don't want to be like that. What? Feminine mom, feminine son, you know. It can affect you like that, you know. Ain't no stability, ain't no manhood in you. So it says, he that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false man witness deceit. That's right. That's right. So, you know, in your righteousness, it says, let's say that again. He that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false man witness deceit. That's right. We stand in truth. Those of us that stand in truth, we speak the truth and we got things to back it up. But a false man is going to represent a certain ideology or a certain wisdom that he cannot back up, nor can he prove. You know, it's as simple as that, you know. So I don't really want to go too further than that because that one is a deep one as well as a simple, you know, it's deep. So it says, there is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue is of the wise, is the tongue of the wise is help. Is help. That's right. So, you know, the tongue of the wise is help. You know, you rather speak the right than speak the wrong. You know, and you got a lot of people that slander and that shit talk and that be talking all of this shit and complaining, you know, about shit, and they mean it, you know, but the tongue of the wise is held, you know, and like they said, the power of life and death is in the tongue, you know, so you speak life, you get life. In the eyes of Yahweh, you speak death, then you get death, because some people in this world, well, we all do, like they say, actions speak louder than words, and you tend to prove your action after you speak those words. So you got to be very mindful of what you speak and what you do, because the Lord is looking at that, and he can judge you according to what you speak and what you do. So it says, the lip of the truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. That's right. So that's why another reason why the truth is coming out the way it is, because the truth is forever. It's long suffering and ever enduring. And why would the Israelite brothers and sisters lie about something, about, you know, Yahweh being black, Yahweh Shai being black, and then the Negroes, the Mexican, the Indians, they being the true children of Israel? They wouldn't lie about nothing like that. And if it didn't, if they didn't, they wouldn't lie about nothing like that. That's what I'm gonna say. And all of it is backed in the Bible. All of it is backed off the Bible, you know. And the Bible got a lot to prove, you know, about who we are. Like the Lost Lunar Stone, like the Decalogue Stone, like what? Like I was saying in the last video, like where we come from, which is Israel, you know, or different words in the Bible that represent black people, you know, all of that, you know. So let's get another one, you know, because the lie of the wicked is for but a moment. It didn't last too long for people to figure out what was going on, you know, and a lot of people are catching on to it, that these people was lying just to use the Bible to make money and to influence the masses to make a certain group of people richer. It says the deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. That's right. That's right. Start thinking positive rather than thinking negative. Get your mind on that. I mean, we are not perfect, but thinking positive, it helps you a lot more than thinking negative, you know? So think positive, and it'll bring you more joy, it'll bring you more peace to the best of your abilities. So it says, there shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Oh man, that shit is horrible, but it's true. Well, it's not horrible, but it's true. But like the Lord say, you go through problems, and somehow you find yourself prevailing. Somehow you find yourself doing better. Sometimes you solve problems without conflict and without trouble, rather than the opposition that find themselves in suffering and find themselves in torment, you know? Because they want to do bad and they want to do wicked, and they think that it's a good reward out of it, and it's not. It's really not. It says lying lips are an abomination to Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight. You know, stay truthful, stay honest. It says a prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. That's right. Sometimes it's good to hide what you think about people or what you think, period. Silence is a good thing too. A silent man is a wise man, you know, to the best of your ability. Sometimes it's not good to put your opinion, tell your opinion towards a wicked person that don't want to listen. Sometimes you don't have to criticize them or tell them what to do, in a sense. They're not going to listen. So it's better than just to be quiet and let Yahweh run his course on them. It's that simple, you know. All right, so one more, because I know with the 10-minute marker, 12-minute marker that I got, it's been like a good hour. It says, the hand of the delight shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be rendered untributed. That's right. Don't be lazy. Stop being lazy. Stop laying on the couch. Get up, go do something. Like I said, mind, body, and spirit. You got to work on all of those daily to the best that you can. Your mind, get this word in you. Your spirit, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Your body, get yourself into fitness and other things that you like. Change that shit up. Get up, work. Faith without works is dead. So you got to have works. You got to have something to show Yahweh Shem Yahushai to back your faith. Go out to the highways and byways, try to help people, try to get them to talk to you by reciting these words, doing the right thing. Because the people that put in the work is the ones that's going to get the rewards. The people that didn't do shit ain't going to get nothing at all. The Lord don't like a lazy man. It says, heaviness in the heart of a man makes it stoop. But a good word maketh it glad. That's right. Because we go through a lot. And sometimes it takes words of encouragement to make you better. So, you listen to the Lord, and you remember these precepts, and you remember what Yahweh said, and all the good things that's going to happen when all of this shit is over with, and it allows you to fight another day. It allows you to feel better, to feel happy. You follow the things that the Lord do, like, damn, I ain't got to worry about kids. The Lord put it in my heart not to have kids, So that's another thing make you happy. Damn, I go to the gym, I work out, I'm taking care of myself, my body is changing. It's all because Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave me that advice. This is when you feeling down, you encourage yourself. You remember the sweet words of the Lord. You remember Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and Him comforts you with these precepts and these words, man. This is what makes men better. Us brothers make us stronger. Prevail through these harsh days. Prevail through these dark times ahead. These words encourage us and make us better, So it says heaviness. It says the righteous is more excellent than the neighbor. It says, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Yeah, it can happen. It says the righteous is more excellent than his brother, the wicked. It says, but the way of the wicked seduces them. Yeah, we do fall into seduction sometimes. It does happen even to those of us that are wise, even to those of us that follow the word. We're not perfect, so that does happen. It says, the slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of the diligent man is precious. That's right. So the slothful man is going to take this word, this precept, and not dissect it the way it's supposed to be dissected. He's not going to do all of that. But the diligent man the diligent brother is precious. He take his time. He listened to people that's up there in the word more than him. He studied it. He got the understanding, and he has a proper breakdown. That's what it's talking about. It says, and the way of righteousness is life, and the pathway thereof there is no death. There is no stopping. There is no falter, because Yahweh got you, and He protecting you on all sides.